Put your hands up! Put your freaking hands up! Put your hands up! Put your freaking hands up!
Hello!
Hello! Actually, quite recently, I was feeling hungry at about 1 AM, then I cooked Nongshim instant noodles.
I rarely cook. I had that phase lah, don't skip the care period, then like, oh, I got a lot of time at home, then like, a lot of ingredients also because parents more or less like stock the kitchen quite well, right? So
I think I would rate my cooking to be like a 0, but if people give me a recipe to do, I can do quite well. I think it's on both 0.
No. Okay, if I were to follow instructions and like we played the instructions a lot, I would say not bad lah. Maybe a passable number, maybe 6.
Okay. Kindly leave the room.
I will leave angrily. Stupid.
Give it to me. Oh, this is quite a long list. Joshua Wiseman's How to Cook a Perfect Steak every time. I mean, okay, the ingredients look simple. Hey, there's a YouTube link here. He say perfect steak. Oh, medium rare. So medium rare is like that, I think. We won't burn out the kitchen. It's steak, man. If I can make macarons using Adria Thumb's instructions. Actually, it's always been 0 lah. So I think it's already pre-calibrated.
0 forever. And then take out the lid.
Steak is steak. So let me give you the ingredients first. First thing that you need is that thing.
I've always cooked toilet rolls at home.
Yes, correct.
It's very nice, especially when it's deep fried.
Correct.
Not too bad,
50 grams of unsalted butter.
I wonder where they keep the butter.
Yeah, correct.
Wow, this is 227 grams.
1 bunch of fresh thyme.
I don't know if it's intentional, but all the ingredients seem to be laid out for me very nicely.
This one lah.
This one right. Let's not waste time.
Hey. 1 bunch of fresh thyme. Fresh? Is this fresh?
Oh, okay, fresh thyme. Okay, I think I know where this is going. But let me compare.
Is it the odd dish?
Is this thyme?
Is it the odd dish?
It looks like thyme, huh? Okay, I will grab the cooking oil. For health purposes, I think I will grab the sunflower with extra virgin
Or you mix
oil.
all lah.
Italian blended, goes well with the Italian herbs. Okay.
2 cloves of garlic salt. Then the last one is black pepper.
Flour.
Okay, so step 1. Okay, take this thing out of the fridge and let it set to room temperature, which producer has done for us. Thank you very much. Heat up a pan over medium-high heat with 2 tablespoons of cooking oil. 1
tablespoon. That classy drizzle.
Medium-high.
Can you give me more specific instructions? What is medium-high? The max is 2,200.
Then the low 400.
Lowest is 400. 400 plus 2.2.
Not plus.
Does it go that way? No?
Minus.
No, 400 plus 2.2 divided by 2. So it's 2.6 divided by 2 is 1.3. So that's medium, that's the average. Then medium slightly above 1.3 will be about 1.6.
So when we switch on, actually correct.
Wow, I see. It is a Angus grass beef ribeye steak. Personally, I've never cooked steak myself before. So this will be my first attempt and hopefully it will be many more to come lah.
Yeah, pet. Okay, then season it generously with salt and pepper on both sides.
It's not dry yet. This one I think can be more.
I think can more generous, huh?
Yeah, of course.
Do you need the correct way?
Yeah.
Try turn the other way.
As in because everyone has their own preference. I'm a left-hander.
Because he left-hander. So once your pan is sufficiently heated, place the steak away from you.
That is it.
That's towards you.
It's towards. Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
On the pan,
so
and you should hear a nice sizzle.
Like that.
Sear the steak for around 2 minutes until a crust is formed, and then flip it to the other side. Ooh, 2 minutes.
Okay, time. Start now.
2 minutes.
Okay, in the meantime, watch this.
Ah.
Okay, it's only been about 1 minute. So
But you see the crust have or not? They're ready to flip.
Actually, I see the crust for me. I don't want it to be hard to see all the smoke. But I can. Oh. I need a shield. 1-on-1. How to protect yourself. Okay, should be 2 minutes already.
Yeah, flip.
Ayuh. Solid.
Flip. Oh, lower the heat to medium.
Medium. 1.3 medium. So I'll go for
Lower lah.
1.2 ah.
Then add in butter, garlic and thyme.
Oh, smells good eh.
Garlic, right, you just use the flat of the knife to crush. Use your weight, use your strength,
Oh, okay. I feel
use
it.
your muscles.
I feel it. You sure don't need to take out the skin or anything ah?
No need. Throw. The thyme also.
Okay. Good.
The thyme
Good
also.
spread.
The thyme also first. The thyme first. Okay, then now use a spoon
Oh no, there's water.
use a spoon to baste the butter on the steak for a minute or so. So like must pour. Correct. For a minute or so. I'm watching for you.
Okay, never mind. I time. Okay, 1 minute.
After you spoon a few times, take the thermometer.
Yeah, how do you see that now?
Thermometer 57. Poke into the thickest part.
What's the
56, 57. Wow, overcooked.
You make sure it's not touching the pan.
Oh, okay, now you drop.
Keep spooning, I guess.
Ow! Ow, very hot.
Hafeez, check temperature, Hafeez.
Oh, okay, looks like we have burnt it.
Check temperature. 56. I think can take out. Put the ugly side down. Put the ugly side. Oh no! Pour some of the butter, garlic and thyme over the stick and let it rest for 5 to 8 minutes before cutting.
Butter garlic eh? Burn down.
Yes.
Hello, so we are back in the studio with our steak and also the lousiest, and also Maverick steak. We're gonna go for a taste test. Ooh, I got the fatty part.
Smells amazing. Air cheers. Crusty. I think very salty. The doneness correct.
Yeah, I agree with you. In terms of the doneness, the texture of the steak is I would say nice lah. I appreciate how it is crusty. But the thing about this, I think we were talking about it earlier also. The fatty part of the steak, my gosh. I don't really like fats, but for this one, it really melts in the mouth. I'm not even exaggerating.
Correct.
It really melts in the mouth. And the flavors just like goes along with
It's like the jelly cup kind of consistency. Okay, then now right, we try the Michelin star one lah.
Of course.
So as you can see, firstly, beautiful garnish. Whoever
Plus
the chefs are must be really smart locals.
Correct.
Ooh, look at that.
Look at the doneness,
Ooh,
man.
shiok.
Air cheers.
Just
Wow! Splendid! Beautiful!
the difference in texture from the crust to the center, right? It's quite similar. I'm quite glad that we managed to cook to a doneness that is not tough and not stringy.
As a first timer of cooking steak, I think this was a job well done lah. As in the steak might not have been well done. It's maybe medium, but we didn't overcook it lah. And I think that's one of the most important parts of having a steak.
Yeah.
Make sure that it's still, I can still chew it properly, can taste the flavors and everything without it being too chewy.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I would rate this could have been worse upon 10.
To be honest, I think I would give this a 7 lah. 7 out of 10. Like I said, I kind of like the crustiness on Maverick's one. So hopefully, the next time I cook, can try to implement that crustiness onto this one.
So this is the Wiseman guy.
Like the one who said only fools rush in.
No, I realize you don't know the Wiseman because
No, I have no
because
idea.
the recipe right is Joshua Wiseman. How to cook a perfect steak every time.
On
That's
the
title.
paper.
Then just now I was like, this Wiseman. Press play.
Whenever
Let's
I
go,
cook for
Mr.
someone for the
Wiseman.
first time, I always rack my brain on what to make. It's stressful. And yet every time the answer is steak. Because all it takes is 15 minutes and 4 ingredients to make somebody love you forever.
So that's the kind of spoon you're supposed to use.
That's the kind of pouring we're supposed to do.
At the same time, it's also really easy to screw up. And when I say easy to screw up, I mean you have seconds before it gets overcooked or
I think that's the
maybe
truth,
even
yeah.
undercooked if you don't like it.
That's what we
medium
experience.
rare or rare.
If you take 2 ribeyes and put them together, it makes a little meat heart. Perfect for a romantic dinner or Valentine's Day. Take it out of the fridge and let it rest. Give it a little blanket. Pull out the normal fermentation guide. Read it a bedtime
no, we
story.
didn't do this.
And let it rest.
No wonder.
Generously with kosher salt and fresh
Oh, but
cracked
he's done really
black
a lot,
pepper.
huh?
Don't be too scared to go heavy on that salt. This is a thick steak and it's very
Oh, I think it
sad when you
depends
get
on the
an
thickness of the
under-seasoned
steak also.
Now for
But
the
this one is
trick.
obviously
Once your
much
pan is
thicker,
roaring hot,
hence
you're
like
gonna
the
add
amount
your
of salt.
steak. Now the way you can tell importantly, you should hear this sound.
We heard this.
Familiar.
good steak.
That's how you do it.
Baste and baste and baste with butter. There is nothing that can go wrong with that. Make sure to keep a close eye on that internal temperature so you don't overcook it. Now, as soon as that steak is done, immediately take it out of the pan, place it on a cutting board, and
Very familiar,
pour all
this
that
layout.
sweet
Then why
butter
his,
and
Nicely
his,
sugar
time,
plated.
his time never become like,
and then
oh.
let it rest for 5 to 8 minutes before cutting into it.
You compare it to how I did it. I was like, oh, panic. The spoon so small.
Yeah. Actually quite inspiring to be honest, because like the video said, everybody loves steak. And like, I think people don't realize how easy actually it is to prepare. But if there's one thing I learned, right, is that the timing really damn important. So like, you don't just see the recipe, no. You read through first, all the ingredients, you better prepare nice, you put one corner already.
And I think the key takeaway that I had from the video, right, is when he mentioned that a steak is seconds away from being like very good or bad. So that's how high the
Steaks. I say this all the time after I do some food thing with ebook, but I think this time a little bit more seriously. If I'm able to get the resources and the location, I might prepare my own steak in my own free time, because I always had this misconception that it's not easy.
After you watch the video, grab the ingredients if you have and
Yeah.
really try it for yourself. Nominate the next person, the next noob. Who do I want to make my little bitch? Something about Brenda that I just want to annoy. Get, I lock it in. Brenda Tan.
Thank you for watching this episode of Noob Cooks. If you enjoyed this episode, you can watch more over there.
And don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And if you have any other recommendations for us to cook, do leave them in the comments below. Bye-bye!
Bye!
Time to cook.
Bye!